Hola amigos, hola amigas, Dorian here from Hooverlux. Welcome, bienvenido, croeso y salam alaikum. Welcome to the channel, y'all. I am here with Ping Pong. We're having a little cuddle on me, Ping Pong, on my new armchair. Should we put the legs up? Come on, let's put the legs up. There we go. Hello, how are you? I hope you are all well. I just thought I would do a little bonus video for you. Me and Ping Pong here. And the dogs are due for a haircut before we go down to see my mum and dad. And I am going to give them a haircut, but I'm going to have to do it all in one go. So I'm going to give them a haircut today. They're all going to get a haircut, aren't they? You're not going to get a haircut. You're just going to get a little brush, aren't you, Ping Pong? Do you want a little brush? Aww. Anyway, so I hope you are all well. So what I wanted to do was to give you a little Christmas bonus video. And I absolutely love these Christmas toys that you see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and do a bonus video of the Christmas toys at the end of it. At the end of the video. And what we're going to do is we're going to give the dogs a haircut. So they're all going to get a haircut. Oh, all in one go. There we go, put that down. All in one go. I'm going to do it inside because it's just a little bit too cold for them outside at the moment. So we're going to do a haircut on the inside in the kitchen, all three of them. And then I'm going to use a vacuum to hoover it all up. I'm not entirely sure which one I'm going to use, but I'm definitely going to use a Miele. So we'll do a big Miele fur test on one of those machines. So let's get cracking and let's get the dogs haircuts. So there we go. As you can see, they have all been trimmed. And the funny thing is, I've had a couple of people say to me that how can three little dogs produce so much fur? Because they were given their haircuts
About 3 months ago.
Yeah, 3 months ago. So this is how much fur 3 Shih Tzus can grow in 3 months. And there they are, all shorn and shaved. Oh, there's Joey. Say hello, Gilligan. Say hello, we've got a new haircut. Oh, he looks like a little pug. Gilligan, you look like a little pug. And Millie, you look like Mogwai. And Zach, you look a bit like a Mogwai as well. So there we go, they're all a bit morbid. Right, sit down. Sit. 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 Oh, she's naughty. Okay, right, so what we are going to do, we have got fur all over the rug, and we have also got fur all over the floor. And what we're going to do to pick this up is to see how much capacity will go inside a Miele. So I'm going to go off and pick one. So as it's coming up to almost a year that I've had my Miele C3 limited edition Eco Line vacuum, so it's coming up to a year because I had it for Christmas last year, I thought we would use this. And as you can see on the inside, it is immaculately clean, because that's the way I keep it. And we got the filter there as well, which is the HEPA flow filter. And I've got a brand new original Miele High Clean GN bag. So I'm going to put in, now these bags are very thick. If you go and check on Hoover Master's videos, he's recently done some on this, and this is what's inspired me to use this machine to pick up the fur. So let me put it in the correct way. Clicked in. Tuck it down, close the lid. Excellent. Right, I have got the Miele Parquet XL twister head, and I have also got the bog standard turbo head on it. And what we're going to do, I'm going to set up the camera and we will see how much of this fur will fit in the bag without emptying it. Okay, I got the vacuum cleaner here all set up. What I'm going to do first of all is just pick up lots of the larger bits of fur. Continue. Oh, okay, bring it back. Okay. There's one bag completely full of fur, like a pillow. Let me put another one in. Okay, let's continue. Oh, would help if I put the hose on. There we go. Okay, it's full again. Here's bag number 2. Ugh. That actually feels fuller than the first one. Okay, let's try another bag. Okay, so here we go, bag number 3. Clip it in. Let's put the hose on. And let's go. the parquet twister head on, so my cameraman will do a more of a wider shot for this. And you can see all the fur on the floor. So let's go. What I'm going to do now is, let's have a look underneath. So, yes, there are lots of bits of fur stuck to it. And a toenail.
Tic Tacs.
Yep, Tic Tacs. Doggy Tic Tacs. Another one. So I'm going to vacuum off the remains of the fur from the twister head. And I'm just going to swab ends, so I'm going to take off the twister head. And I'm going to put the turbo brush on. And I'm going to vacuum half of the carpet, the rug. So I'm going to do it on, first of all I'm going to do one pass back and forth on normal power, which is the highest power. Now that is not amazing because this has such a low power. It does have a boost mode. So let's try it again on boost mode. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, that was a bit of a struggle. What I'm going to do now is get my Dyson V10 now I need to empty it. There's a bit of stuff in it. Okay, so that is empty. What I'm going to do is do one pass straight through the middle, back and forth, and I will do it on maximum power. as you can see, that was on maximum power, 1 pass back and forth, no line of shame, straight up, no problems. So what I'm going to do now is try another line on medium power. And again, no issues whatsoever. Let's try the lowest mode. Oh, sorry, that was max. Try the low. And again, as you can see, absolutely no problem whatsoever. So let me just finish off this patch. Okay, and now just for the fun of it, I'm going to pick up the rest of it on maximum power. Good and close. Okay, now let's take a look at the bin. And now you can see all of the fur that it picked up. And I always will show the filter. And as you can see, the filter is not spotlessly clean. So there is an ingression. I mean, this is what I'm trying to point out. As you can see from that test, it picked up all the floor, all the fur from the rug amazingly on high, medium and low. It did a really good job. But you can't tell me that the filters stay absolutely squeaky clean. I haven't been abusing it. I've only been using it around the house on a daily basis, just the carpets and the rugs and the hard floor. So you cannot tell me that that is a clean filter. It is not a clean filter. I'm trying to point out to people that yes, there are good things about it, but there are also, it's not the all and end all. Look at the filter. So anyway, it did a fantastic job of picking up the stuff off the floor. Emptying it is a breeze. Simple, push it down. But there is dust along there. So there is a dust ingression that goes along there. This is just daily general use. So the shroud, even though it's easy to clean it off, it still needs cleaning. Dust. Oh, what's happened there? Filter. Oh yeah, I'm with the filter back on it. I'm just going to vacuum off the filter using the Miele, and I'll come back to you in a minute. So there we go, my little whippersnappers. We have managed to get 3 Shih Tzu fur into 1, 2, 3 bags, and there's still life in that bag yet. Now what I did find was, the first bag I used was this one, and it didn't seem to fill it right down into the deep corners. And then I used this one, but I used it on boost, which was on the higher power, and it seemed to fill the bag out more. So I think the more airflow going into the bag seemed to push the fur further into the recesses of the bag and filled it up more, compared to this one, which still has room at the sides, but didn't have the airflow power to actually fill the bags completely. So that's one good thing to know, is that this bag can be inflated on a higher power, if you know what I mean. Now, so there we go. So there's still lots of life left in this bag. The one thing I will say with this is that it's a fantastic machine, but the power is not really there with it to drive the turbine to give really, really good airflow. I mean, I know that this is a extreme test with the fur, with everyday dust particles and stuff. It does fill the bag up really well. So that's not a big problem, but I do like using this machine. So let's move on to the Dyson V10. I have cleaned it out. I took off the bin and I've cleaned all the shroud, and I've cleaned inside the bin. I vacuumed it and then shut that. So that is now back up and running. The brush roll on it, as you can see there is nothing stuck in it at all. It's done a really good job, and everything, you know, there's no fur stuck anything in it. This part of the V10 is actually really light. So where the motor is in the brush roll here, this is actually quite light compared to some of the other ones, the Dyson heads. The motor in it might be small, but it's definitely a lot lighter. This does have a little bit, it is heavy, I will give it that, and I think using it for a long time, I think your hand would ache if you were doing up and above, but to be honest, I've not really come across that as being a big issue. It does do a really good job, I can't deny it. On maximum power, it does a really excellent job. Even on lower powers, on mode 1 and 2, on hard floor, it's fantastic. But I do find that max gives a kind of smaller motored corded vacuum cleaner. It's not a Kirby, but it does do a really good job. The filters on it do get dirty. They don't contain everything inside there, despite what they say, and I've only been using it on everyday use. So there we go. So now I'm going to put this back on charge. Brush head on it is actually really powerful. I really do. I do like this V10, I really do. Right, so let's finish off this video. So there we go, my little whippersnappers, done and dusted. 3 Shih Tzus, shorn, shaved, and ready to go down to Swansea to go see Nanny and Bambi, aren't you? You're gonna get spoilt when you go and stay with Nanny. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. It was quite fun to use the Miele because I've had it for a year now and I haven't done any proper tests on it. So I thought, you know what, I'll do a big, massive, giant fur mess test on it on a nice bag machine so everything stays contained within all the bags, and then I can just pop them in the bin and off they go. The V10 did a very good job as well on the rug of all the ingrained fur. It does a really, really good job. It's a really nice machine. I do like it. A bit expensive, but it is a good machine. Isn't it, Millie? It is, isn't it? Huh? Daddy's girl. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. So please comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope you've enjoyed today's cheeky little video. So have a very Merry Christmas, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.
of holly, fa la 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 la. It's the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. But when I walk in a barrel, fa la 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 la. Told the ancient that carol, fa la la la.
Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing and bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in jingle bell.
Was a jolly happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life.
That's all you're getting this Christmas. Was that on your list? The holiday smell. Ho, ho, ho. Up the chimney I go.
Wanna have some fun? Okay, everybody, here we go. Let's do the chili dance. A little faster now.
Look, there's a little present in here. Deck the halls with buddy holly, fa la 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 la. It's the season, jumping jolly, fa la 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 la. Down your heavy winter jacket, fa la 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 la. Sing like crazy.
Some winter fun.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
The happiest Christmas tree. Ho, 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 hee, hee, hee. Someone came and they found me and took me home with them. I got shiny bells that jingle and tiny little lights that tingle. Whenever anyone passes by, I blink my lights and I wink my eye. Oh, I'm the happiest Christmas tree. Christmas Day, wait and see. I'll be laughing happily. I just can't get enough.